What's good, YouTubers and YouTubettes? This is JB Sports back again with another one. Deontay Wilder goes in on Tyson Fury. He calls Tyson Fury a coward. He says he's the biggest coward that I ever seen one. Calls him out saying that he's lying about the $100 million contract he got with Top Rank. He said he don't think it's $100 million. He don't think it's $90 million. He don't even think it's $80 million. He said he probably not even making $70 million. He said he's just using it as a cop-out to justify him not taking the Wilder rematch, walking away from the table when they had a 50-50 deal and they were on the 1 yard line, getting ready to finish the deal for the rematch, and he walked out and signed with ESPN in a multi-fight deal. So Wilder is still upset about that, man. Still upset. Gave him a sweetheart deal. Didn't have to give him a 50-50 deal, but it gave him one anyway to try to facilitate the rematch. And Tyson Fury walked away with it. Ran away like a thief in the night, and ran away with Bob Arum and Top Rank. And now he's fighting these journeyman European C-level fighters and Tom Schwartz, and now he's fighting Otto Wallin. You know, a guy that's undefeated but has fought absolutely no one. So, you know, a lot of these Tyson Fury apologists are going to say that, oh, well, who has Wilder fight? Who has he beaten? Who has he beaten? Well, you look at his resume is just better than Tyson Fury's resume. Just look at it. He's fought Bermain Stervern. He was the WBC champion. Fought him and defeated him, took his belt. Knocked him out cold in a rematch. You know, highlight reel knockouts. Fought Luis King Kong Ortiz, the most avoided man in the heavyweight division. Fought him in a masterpiece performance, fight of the year candidate, a back and forth battle. Faced a lot of adversity in that 7th round, came back like a true champion and knocked him out and ended up winning that fight in the 10th round, dramatic KO fashion by the bronze bomber Wilder. Then after that, he fought Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King. Everybody wanted him to say he was out for 2.5 years, want to just forget, got selective memory, want to forget about the 2 fights he had before that fight, while Wilder was sitting there, hadn't fought in months because he was trying to make the fight with Anthony Joshua and Eddie Hearn. They were playing games, turning down $50 million, you know, playing games in the media, and all the time they wanted to make the Povetkin fight for AJ. That was the plan that they set out for months in advance, but they wanted to play the game with Wilder, make it look like that he wasn't scared, or they wasn't scared, they wouldn't fight him. And the case was they never wanted to make that fight. They was always wanted to fight Povetkin. They wanted to get that fight set up with it, get another easy fight in their eyes and another big payday, and try to sell out Wembley Stadium, which that fight didn't do the numbers that the fight did with Vladimir Klitschko in that same stadium. So there was a lot of excuses going on, and Wilder sat on the sideline. People don't want to talk about that. They want to talk about Fury inactivity when he was actually fighting 2 times. So he had 2 fights, so that means he basically had consecutive training camps to work on his craft and get his timing down, knock off the rust. So I thought that night he fought Wilder. Everybody want to say, oh, that was 50% Tyson Fury. That's crazy. Y'all out y'all mind. Man, Tyson Fury was close to what he was, like he always is. That's how he always fight. What was the difference? He always fight. He's a feather-fisted fighter, want to be cute, want to dance around, want to clown, want to throw a lot of punches, pose in front of the crowd, making it look like a lot of those punches land. A lot of those punches didn't even land on Wilder. He was posing and doing all that stuff. He landed some punches. It was a good fight. When you do the punch stat, he probably outlanded Wilder, but Wilder landed the 2 punches of the fight. The 2 dramatic punches of the fight were landed by Wilder. The one in the 9th round when he clipped him, and then one in the 12th round when he actually knocked him out. Fight should have been stopped. The man was motionless for 5 seconds on the canvas, eyes rolled in the back of his head, eyes closed, and the referee won't count. What you counting for a man that's put sleep right now? The man was asleep without the NyQuil. They should have stopped that fight right then and there, but they wanted to give him a chance to get up, so he magically woke up and rose up from the dead and finished the fight on his feet. But don't make it look like Fury was robbed. Fury was not robbed. Let me educate you so-called boxing fans on robberies. I'm not gonna even say so-called boxing fan. I'm saying so-called Fury apologists about robbery. You turn on the tape, go to YouTube and watch Chavez Whitaker. That's a robbery. Go to YouTube and watch Lennox Lewis Holyfield 1. That's a robbery. Go to YouTube and watch Felix Sturm Oscar De La Hoya. That's a robbery. This fight was nowhere close to a robbery. Nowhere close to a robbery. The first 6 rounds, you could have easily, I gave at least 2 or 3 of those rounds to Wilder, the first 6 rounds. And with the knockdown, that's 2 10-8 rounds, so that puts you up 4 points. 4 plus 3 out of the first 6, that's 7-5 Wilder. So you can easily see how one of the judges had Wilder winning 115 and 112. Easy to see that. And for all the people that hate Wilder, that's basically what the people that's saying that Fury won the fight and it was a robbery. They're Wilder haters. Look at the fight objectively. And you gotta understand when I don't know if y'all understand the point systems in boxing, but when you knock somebody down, that's a 10-8 round. Unless they do something dramatic at that round to maybe recapture that round or have a chance to maybe even that round out. They had to do something dramatic as far as maybe knock the opponent down or dramatically hurt them, have them in trouble almost out on their feet. Then the judges maybe consider that not a 10-8 round. But that did not happen in either case. Ninth round got knocked down, and then the 12th round really got knocked out, and the fight should have been waved off, but it wasn't. But Wilder is going in on Tyson Fury, making a lot of valid points. The guy is a coward, ran away from the fight. Family never wanted a rematch. Look what his wife was saying after the fight. Look what his father was saying after the fight. Look what his trainer was saying after the fight. Nobody was ready for Fury to rush back into that fight, but he wanted to make it look to the so-called public that he's a gypsy king and he's this and he's that. He take on all comers. Everybody's a docile and everybody's bums compared to him. And he tried to go through the process of negotiating with Wilder, but in the back of his mind, he was always looking for that side door. You know, you got that side door in the house that you can escape out of if something go down in the house. You know, you got that side door sitting over there, and a lot of people have it in their garage. They got one of them 2-door garage houses. You always got that side door you can run out of, and that's what he did. He didn't run out the back door. He ran out the side door. You feel me? He ran out the side door. That side door in the garage. He ran out of there. And ran over there and got that sweetheart deal with Bob Arum and ESPN, and now he's acting like he really want, you know, now he's made some easy money fighting 2 journeymen, and now he's ready to stub his toe and jump in that water with that shark known as Deontay Wilder again in the rematch February 22nd. We'll see how it plays out. He has no choice now because ESPN put a lot of money behind him, so they got to make it happen. They lost money hand over fist in these first 2 fights with Fury, and they're going to lose money hand over fist fighting out of Wilder. You know, you look at the attendance. Look at the attendance for this fight coming up, and look at the attendance for his last fight with Wilder. 5,000 fans in the crowd. So, and probably 1,000 of those were complimentary tickets. And this fight here, let's see how many he draws on on a great holiday, Mexican Independence Day, a known date for boxing fans to watch elite level fights. Let's see what it draws here Saturday night at T-Mobile Arena. Let's see what he does. I would imagine if it's going to lose money like his last fight lost money. So after that, they're more than willing to fight Wilder. That's the reason why they already got that fight date already signed, sealed, delivered to fight Wilder. They know they got to try to make their money that they lost on Fury's first 2 fights. So that's just what it is. And that's what's going down. I want you guys to follow me on Instagram, JBsports 713. And on Twitter, JB Sports The Man. Subscribe to JB Sports, the man, the myth, the legend. I holla.